These are the two VFDs with the left is the master and the right is the follower. They talk or communicate with each other through this fiber optic cable. It's very important not to kink that or break that. You'll see an error on here that says that there's a problem with the link if there's something wrong with your fiber optic cable. These are the relays and the timers that provide all of the logic. On the bottom is the 24 volt power supply. Most of the panel is operating at 24 volts DC. When this green light is on, your 24 volts should be good. This is your 120 volts coming in here between line and neutral, and your two terminals over here for 24 volt positive and common. Over here is the control power transformer, which is taking the 480 volts and turning it to 120 volts AC. It has the two primary volts, which is the 480, and one secondary fusing. So it's primary fusing, secondary fusing. Do not touch these parts, as these are at 480 volts when the power is energized. Over here, this is the high limit contactor. If the cab were to go past the upper limit switch and hit the high limit switch, this contactor would drop out and remove 480 volts from the drives. That's your protection against going up too far. This over here is your 3-pole disconnect switch. It's connected to this rod, which is interlocked with the panel. You cannot open the cabinet when the power is on. If you need to turn the power on, you're going to have to turn this shaft with the door open. And then again, to close the door, it's going to have to go into the off position before the door will close. There's a lock on the bottom of this shaft that will prevent the door from engaging the shaft while in the on position. On the far right is where the power is coming in. Currently I have a cord connected to the bottom, with the 480 coming in there, and so that's your 480 volts. That's where you'll measure if your supply is good, measuring voltage from phase to phase or phase to ground. Make sure everything is balanced. At the bottom are the two braking resistors. This allows the cab to stop, and because you have the mass of the elevator going down, we need to be able to take that energy and dissipate it somehow, and the drive will take that energy and dissipate it into those two braking resistors. They can get hot, so you should not be touching them when the cab has been in operation. Right now they're fine. Underneath the VFDs are the three protection fuses. If you have an operating problem, you can always check those fuses to make sure that none are blown. It's recommended that you take them out with a fuse puller and measure them outside of the panel, and that's it.